Oh, thank you. Terrific. Very nostalgic to be back here. It's been a long time. Not a lot has changed in my life. Still married to the same guy, Gary, 31 years now. 31 years, you know. Yeah, when I reflect and when I think about that, I taste a bit of sick. Seriously, I'm tasting it now. Anytime you're with, I guarantee, it doesn't matter married or not, if you're with someone for a long time, tiny things become annoying, you know. I'm difficult to live with, I whinge, but he does too. He comes out, with the worst things. Goes, I don't like this new pillow on my face. Just the tiniest little shitty things, you know. These new socks are too tight around the fucking neck. Just shut up. Just gets boring, you know. Everything's the same. He has his coffee the same way, you know. 1 Nescafe, 2 sugars, shot of antifreeze. Nothing changes. It's a long time to wait, but I'm fucking waiting, I tell you. He did this the other day. We've all done it. You know when you go, ooh, he did that. And he said, someone walked on my grave. I said, that'll be me. And he said, why me? I said, because I'm the only one who knows where it is. I love it when I don't even write those ones. I went down the kitchen and actually said that. They're my favourite. They are my personal favourite. Very nostalgic, being in the Espy, being in the Gershwin room, all the comedy, all the comedians. If these walls could talk, be about them fucking selves, I reckon. I reckon be guaranteed kind of thing. A lot of egos back there. Where are you going? That's all right. Like I said, not a lot's changed. A little bit with myself. My belly button's gone missing in action. Good news though, the boobs have gone south looking for it, so I'm sure it's going to work out fine. I finally went to Bali. I'd never been, and I swear I'd never go, but my neighbour kept at me. She's got a bloody sponsor kid up there, and I thought, that's all right, we'll see all the villages and all that shit. But I did go to, there's a contradiction. Anyway, I did go to the sort of commercial part of it, and it's all just knock-off stuff, isn't it, if you've been? Everything's just all knock-off things. I did get a nice knock-off perfume though, Chappelle number 5. Have you not heard of that Chappelle number 5? It's a very subtle fragrance. You don't know you've got it on you, but fucking you've got it on you. Trust me. Guaranteed. Oh, that's fun to say, I don't know. I'm still collecting animals. I've got a lot of animals. 3 dogs at the moment. 2 if you're from the council. Back to 3, good. And I've got kids that are grown up now. I've got a 30-year-old boy and a bitch. No, she's alright. I think she's 27. Don't remember. Shouldn't say that, she could be here. She's a shapeshifter, look around. Usually takes on the form of a raven. No, we're good, she's not here. Fantastic. That's what I like. I can say what I bloody want, that's what I like. But I must admit though, now the kids are grown up and gone, lonely. I was lonely without him, just me and Gary. Just very, very lonely. And I know the definition of lonely. My God, do I know. I can tell you. It's when you're standing on the front step for 10 minutes with a Jehovah's Witness and he looks at his watch. That happened. That's sad, isn't it? It's pathetically sad. Oh well. Kids have been good, and I don't want to sound like a bad mother or resentful, so I'm going to take us all back, and I reckon we've all been here. Just take your minds back, if you can come on this journey with me, when you fall asleep in the car when you're a kid. Are we all there now? I want you to be there. It could be any year, just take it. Horse and cart for this bloke, and then go back as far as you can. You're falling asleep in the car when you're a kid. For me, it's the whir of the heater, and it's the crackle of the radio, and it's sort of muffled voices of your parents talking to each other, and you'll feel the car pull into the gravel, and you're in your dressing gown, and your dad will come around to the back door and open and pick you up and carry you over to your mum who's digging a hole in a paddock in Colac. I didn't say it was a good memory, I said it was just a memory. But with 3 dogs, I've got a favourite dog, I've got a favourite kid. You know, I'm pretty flippant at changes, but at the moment, Romeo the Chihuahua. Oh, I know. He's like my baby, and that's how I talk to him. Manny, then a man came, mummy's boy. I love Romeo. I love this Chihuahua, everything about him. Except his giant balls. He has got the hugest set of agates you've ever seen, this guy. Oh my God. I reckon he could carry Paris Hilton in his bag. That's not an exaggeration. Pretty impressive. But I like to have the Chihuahuas in our bed. Gary hates it. He hates it. got into bed the other night, lifted the doona, and you know the door snake? You know the door snake you put to stop the draft? Lifted the doona, door snake was there. I've gone, what's that? No, I went, ooh, what's that? That is bullshit. 30 years of marriage, I'd rather shit in my hand. But anyway, for the sake of the joke, I did say, what's that? That bit's true. And he said, I put that there to stop the chihuahuas getting on my side of the bed. I said, Gary, they're chihuahuas. They're Mexican. It's a border. They'll cross it. You're a fucking... You are a dickhead. I had lots of jobs. You do other jobs when you're doing comedy. Some don't have to, some do. Worked for a mate of mine who's compulsory. That was pretty good. And I thought this was a cliche, but they say when guys get together in the factories, or generally when guys get together, they'll talk about the size of their genitalia. I thought, that's bullshit. That's not bullshit. They do. It was lunchtime. I'm reading Ralph magazine. That's all there is. And my boss comes out with, well, it's not the size of the wand. It's the magic you can do with it. I couldn't help myself. I said, surely if it was a wand, you'd turn into a bigger cock. Sometimes I should just keep my mouth shut. But I don't. I think it's because I'm from a big family. I want the attention. I'm the last in 6 kids. 6 in 7 years. My mother had, Dorothy. She's an incredible slut. Not ringing her on time. It's like a baby. So you want Dorothy slut? Hang up. That's what I think that's what it is, though, where it comes from. And I thought this was normal. I've talked to other people from big families. And I said to someone, you know how it is at Christmas, you know, that's a bit shit, doesn't matter how they wrap it, it's still your sister's fucking bike. We went through all these things, right? They're going, yeah. I said, oh, you know how when you go to the cemetery every 2 weeks for a picnic and they've gone, stop there. No. I thought that was normal. Every fortnight, us 6 kids and Mum, we'd go to the cemetery, Williamstown Cemetery, and have a bit of a picnic. And we'd take Trixie, the fox terrier, with us. Sometimes she'd come back with a bone and we'd think, shit, that's not a drumstick. But later on I asked Mum about it. I said, you know, in recent years, I said, Mum, why did we go to the cemetery for picnics? She said, you were outside and you were reading. It's a good point, fair enough, I thought. I've been going out and seeing a few things, got more time on my hands now, gone and seen a few shows in the city. Anyone seen any musicals lately that they like to mention? Anything they could recommend? Book of Mormon usually comes up, great, yeah?
Aladdin.
Aladdin? Yeah, fantastic. That one's a good one. It's just the opening number, but I'm sure it'll get well. Oh, and it's a techie doing it, that's fantastic. Text back, it's important. That kidney's got to get there. Thinking about bringing my own musical out, and I'm looking for a bit of financial backing. It's about stalking, it's called A Night in the Bushes. Everyone's interested to get their wallets out. No. I'll give you one of the numbers out of it, I'll just give you a little taste, a little sample. And I'll give you a couple. You left work at 3 today, saw me and ran away, unaware I'd beat you home, broke in and licked your phone. Too creepy, isn't it? Sorry. You crossed 2 borders, took out restraining orders, my love was never far, I was right there strapped under the car. I saw you getting off the train, you saw me and got back on again. Tomorrow I'll do just the same, I'll be waiting for you. It's a bit sick, isn't it? A lot of research, that one, but it was worth it. Happy stalking, happy stalk. Let's talk about things I'd like to do. Like peeping through windows and trying on your clothes and defecating in your high heel shoes. Oh, la 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 la. It's nothing about the la la, trust me. Some think that stalking's creepy and invasive, but no, not I. Oh no, not I. To watch your subject sleep I highly rated, feel like a spy, a private eye. Although our art is unappreciated, at least by some. Well, everyone. They cry, press charges claiming that they hate it, deny my fun, my work they shun. Sneaking, creeping, crouch behind your car, prying, peeping, I know where you are, binocular, 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 binocular. I see you from afar, binocular, binocular. Yeah, Latin. go on that. That's the 1st of March, probably been 10. Better Chapman, better do another one. That's right. It's okay, it's important. It's about the kid, you know. I get it. I understand. I do understand. A bit out of breath. Gave up smoking, took it up again. I gave up for 20 months. Did it with a book in Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. Anyone tried that? Yep. Oh, it's a brilliant book. I couldn't put it out. I want to do more travelling. Got a Greek heritage. Want to go back and see some family friends. But do you think our economy is bad? Whew. Greece, sharp bad. I had relatives ring me because it was a big family celebration. And they told me at the end they had to rip paper plates. So we're not too bad when we make that comparison. Anyone expecting a child? Anyone going through that joyous, painful, fucking never-ending experience? Good. It's a good time in life, it really is. Friends of mine, they're a childless couple. They were childless. They've just adopted a 4-year-old boy from Kenya. His name's... Don't laugh at that, they bought him a pony for Christmas, I haven't fucking seen him since. Yeah, that's good enough for me, I'll go on that. Thank you for the nostalgia. Oh no, actually, can I do 2 things? Actually, this is terrible to do that, say you're going, but I'm going to try something because I'm just interested. 20 years ago, I did these jokes, and I did them here, and they were a little bit controversial, so surely, you know, the too soon thing is gone. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to run it again. This is self-indulgent for me. But I remember thinking of them, and my son saying, Mum, we don't know. I'll tell you what he said afterwards. It was way too soon, but I couldn't wait to get down here to do them, so I'm going to try them 20 years later. You with me on it? Bit of support, because that's where they were born. They were born here. Well, we just have had, celebrate's the wrong word, but we have just had the anniversary of Princess Diana, as we know. And it's been the question for many of us, because it was such an horrendous thing, you know, where were you when Princess Diana died? And I know where I was. I was in a public toilet in Paris trying to get brake fluid off my hands. 20 years and it still worked, and it was born here. My God. Alright, I got away with that, I got away with one more. Same situation. Got the whole too soon thing, couldn't wait to get here and do it. Because it's next month when it'll be the anniversary of the passing of John Denver. Yeah? That's 20 years as well. And I remember saying, because everyone's saying, oh my God, we lost a genius. And I'm thinking, well, if he was a genius, if he was that smart, how come he could tell the difference between E and F on a guitar and not on a fucking fuel gauge? They survived, as we did, and I hope the Espy does. I think we'll have to break, but thank you very much for your time. Cheers.